the Senzo Meyiwa case. The ruling will be on whether the court can admit an audio recording of a confession statement which was taped without the consent of the suspect. Magistrate Vivienne Cronje recorded the confession that's come under fierce scrutiny. A trial within a trial is currently underway looking into the admissibility of this particular confession statement made by accused number 2. Let's get some detail now, and Linda Mnisi has been following this particular case for us. Linda, good morning to you. So I think it would probably be an understatement to suggest that it's one of those crucial moments in this particular trial, but my mind at the moment is on the Meyiwa family and whether they are a step closer to finally learning the truth about what happened there.
Well, the case, Paul, is certainly moving, and we're at a stage where the judge also made remarks yesterday saying that what is in contention, particularly when you look at these recordings, is really something that the courts in South Africa have not dealt with before. There's no case law on what has happened here, a case where a magistrate taking a confession down also records it without the consent of the suspect who was making that confession. You recall that this recording was something that came as a just by the way, in fact, earlier by the state, saying that they wouldn't be using it in court. But after going to listen to it, they then decided, well, it was important that the court hears exactly what is contained in the recording. But at this very point, just the pro forma part, the part that deals with the rights of an accused person, so that the court is able to get a sense of what was happening exactly in order to be able to determine whether or not Bongani Ntanzi made this confession statement freely and voluntarily. But now we saw the defense, after listening to it, putting on a fierce fight, saying that the recording itself was done unconstitutionally, and as per section 35(5) of the Constitution, any evidence that is obtained unconstitutionally or illegally does have a bearing on the rights of an accused person to a fair trial, and therefore cannot be admitted to this court. They're saying that the magistrate ought to have explained the rights of the accused to him before recording, and part of that includes making sure that the accused or the suspect at the time was aware that there was a recording that was being made. But the state is merely saying that essentially what we're dealing here with is basically the audio or electronic version of what is already contained in the pro forma statement and in the confession statement. You recall, this would be, according to the state, a person that came voluntarily to come and make a confession statement. So when he was warned about his rights in relation to what he was about to say and the fact that what he was about to tell the magistrate can and would be used against him, he knew exactly that those contents would be recorded. So this is merely an electronic version of what he has already said to the magistrate. But the defense has put on a fierce fight, saying that that was in violation of the suspect's rights because he didn't know that he was being recorded. So this unprecedented judgment would probably set a precedent for other coming cases in relation to whether or not a recording as part of the confession statement falls within what is already being recorded on paper. So come 10 o'clock then we're expecting to hear what the judge would say, because he said he needed to carefully think about all the submissions that have been made, because he's gone back to read up on previous judgments that have been made around this particular issue. But he says there wasn't a judgment or case law based on this situation where you find a magistrate recording a suspect without their knowledge. So it is an important judgment, one that maybe in the future other cases will want to make reference to. Oli?
Linda Mnisi, thank you very much. Live for us there in Pretoria at the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. We'll keep a close watch to the developments.